de nuevo a la clase de inglés, and welcome to the English class. Hoy lo que vamos a hacer es concentrar más en la cuestión de conversación. Vamos a empezar de nuevo la historia de Mary and John. Yo voy a contar la historia, quiero que ustedes escuchen, entender, comprender, no traduce. Ustedes deberían estar ya conversando y hablando con sus compañeros de estudio o su profesor o con alguien de confianza con quien usted puede practicar, porque la mente necesita estar comunicando. Hay que quitar el orgullo también y simplemente hablar. Okay, so here's the story. The story is about Mary and John. Mary and John are married. They live in a house. They live in the country. They are married. They are happy. But they have a problem. Every Saturday at 3 p.m., John goes to town. And John stays in town Saturday night. John drinks beer with his friends. John does not come home Saturday night. John stays in town Saturday night. He drinks beer. He comes home, or he comes back home, or he returns home Sunday at 5 p.m. Mary, all weekend, is by herself. She is alone. She is not happy. She is very sad. One day, Mary decided, now creo que eso es una nueva palabra, decidió, she decided to go for a walk. She went down to the river. She crossed the bridge, and she went to visit Tom. Tom is an old friend of Mary's. Now, creo que más o menos ahí es donde estábamos. Now, Mary told Tom about her problem. Now, ahí es donde vamos a seguir aquí con este. All right, let's see. Oops, voy a poner este más bien en negro. All right, here we go. All right. Now, okay, this here is the river. All right, the river. And here we have, this here is this is a bridge. All right, this is an R bridge. Over here, this here is another house, and this house, and here is, this is Tom. Okay, and here is Mary. Now, so here we have Mary and John, and they visit. Visit is visitar. All right, so now Mary told Tom, eso mayúscula porque es una persona, Tom, about her problem. Okay, so here's Mary. Now, voy a quitar este. Oof. Now, Tom said, come in, entre, stay here. Quédese aquí. We will, all right, watch TV. Now, okay, so here, let's, Mary, one weekend, Mary decided to go for a walk. She went down to the river. She crossed the bridge. She went to Tom's house. She visited with Tom. Tom is an old friend of Mary's. Mary told Tom about her problem. Tom said, come in, entre, stay here. We'll watch TV. All right, we will play cards. Jugar a naipe. Well, okay, now remember, recuerda, John is in town. John is drinking, eso es progresivo. He is drinking, está tomando, he is drinking beer with his friends. Mary was, porque ya es pasado, was in the house. She was alone. So, entonces, Mary decided to go for a walk. And Tom is an old friend. So Mary went in and stayed at Tom's house Saturday night. Ok, ahora se empieza el interesante lío. All right, vamos aquí con la siguiente cosa. All right, we'll go back here. Ya tengo una cosa. Here is Tom's house. Okay. And this is Tom. Okay. And here is Mary. Okay. So, Mary stayed. Now, eso es ed, es la forma que hacemos los verbos en el pasado. Es un verbo regular. Los verbos regulares para conjugar en el pasado simplemente agregamos ed. All right, now, so Mary, all right, sujeto, verbo, complemento. Mary stayed, ¿qué? ¿Dónde? All right, with Tom, with. All right, you're with me? Mary stayed in Tom's, eso es de él, la casa de él, Tom's house. All right, when? Mary stayed Saturday night. Now, yo quiero que ustedes vean la forma que uno está armando sus ideas. Siempre es que la mente norteamericana o gringo o inglés, que se habla inglés, es analítico. Entonces hay que llevar una secuencia en una manera que la persona que está oyendo puede oír la historia. Usted está pintando la idea en la mente del oyente, la persona que está oyendo. Eso pintamos la idea comunicando, usando palabras. Pero las palabras tienen que llevar a una forma para que hay suficiente información entrando al oyente para que él pueda comprender lo que está diciendo. Now, this is a Saturday night, okay? Now, here is over here, this here we'll say is the bridge, okay? And over here is the river. All right. Now, Mary, all right, como es regresar? All right. Now, Mary, pero es pasado. Went back home. All right. Sunday. All right, Sunday. Mary, tengo que poner mi sujeto. Mary went back home Sunday afternoon. Afternoon. Okay. So Mary went back home. Now hay otra forma que yo usé otro verbo el otro día. No sé si ustedes recuerdan, pero voy a ponerlo. Return. Pero este es pasado, tengo que poner la de. No sé si usted alcanza a verlo allá. Or sé que remember. She, Mary, returned home Sunday afternoon. Pero hay que calificar una cosa. Now, mire, she returned home Sunday afternoon, pero escuche este. All right, before is antes, before John. Now, mire, ¿por qué eso está importante? All right. Because Mary, when John returned home, Mary was in the house. All right, now all right, so here, okay, here we go. So when Mary, here comes, all right, here's the house, okay, and here comes John. Okay, here's John, and here's the town, and here's the table where he was drinking beer. And so here comes John returning home. And this, when does he return home? This is 5 p.m. And here is Mary. She is at the house. Mary is there. And over here, remember, this is here's the river and the bridge. And over here was Tom's house, remember? And Tom. So, now Mary returned. She returned home before John. Entonces, John, él nunca, never, here, espera que voy a borrar este y ponerlo un poco mejor. John never knew. Now, never es otro adverbio de frecuencia, nunca. Never knew. Nunca sabía. Now, yo tengo que describir la idea. So, all right, no se olvide, eso sí es un buen conector. So, entonces, es como una conclusión. Sujeto. Que. Never knew. Knew es el pasado de to know. Know, recuerda que una historia está en el pasado. So, John never knew que. Ahora ya que tengo que poner un cláusula, that, eso es el que, that ahora voy a describir, que. So John never knew that Mary visited with Tom Saturday night. ¿Bien? ¿Se entiende? He never knew. Ahí es un telenovela. Ajá. Espera el capítulo siguiente. Cuando uno se habla de, no, este no es clase para juzgar, y ustedes sí, en el año pasado, yo siempre he entrado con esta historia. La razón que estoy repitiéndolo es que primero estamos usando un diferente método. El año pasado tenía un grupo de estudiantes. Este estudiante salió y está hablando. Y fue bien. El problema es que no pudiéramos continuar grabando las clases. Hubo un espacio de tiempo, pero ellos están hoy en día hablando. Así que usted puede, ellos sí están haciendo bien. Entonces voy repitiendo, empezando a formar otra vez la idea para que usted pueda entender. Y eso es la parte principal. You have to communicate. Ahora, vamos a ver si podemos contar la historia más o menos desde el principio. Entonces voy borrando unas cosas aquí para que nosotros podemos let's see. All right. Okay, well, más bien si empezamos de nuevo. All right, here we go. Okay, this is a story of, this is Mary, and this here is John. So no es una clase de dibujo, afortunadamente. They live in a house, and they are happy. They are married, but they have a problem. Okay? Now, here's a little road, and over here is the town. Now, every Saturday at 3 p.m., now John goes to town, and John, this is a table, he drinks beer with his friends. Okay, and here is his friends. And so John stays in town Saturday night. He doesn't return home Saturday. He stays in town. He drinks beer with his friends. On Sunday at 5 p.m., home. All weekend is alone. He doesn't return home Saturday. He stays in town. He drinks beer with his friends. On Sunday at 5 p.m., John returns home. He comes back home. So Mary, all weekend, is alone. She is alone. She is by herself. One weekend, when John went